All right, welcome back. Put on the list another episode 90. And here I am as always with my, I don't know what we're going to call you this today, but we'll just call you Francisco.
I am the best.
Oh, the best. Okay.
Yeah, you just call me the best Francisco.
The best Francisco as opposed to like the half-ass Francisco.
Yeah, just the best Francisco. Okay. I got to say, I have not met not one uncool Francisco. If your name is Francisco, it's pretty much you're batting 1,000 that we're pretty cool guys. We're just cool guys.
I gotta say, I haven't also met any piece of shit Francisco, so that's a tough one. All right.
Yeah. Go Franciscos. Hey, well, all right, man. So good to see you. What do we got this week?
Ooh, trailers. One really cool trailer. Maybe actually two really cool trailers and some other ones that are like, why did you put these on the list? Anyways, we got news, a lot of news. We got some stuff filming finally. We got a lot of updates after the strikes are ending. We got Cruise in the news. We got Tom Cruise doing all sorts of moves. We're going to talk about all those things. Man, that guy is just not stopping. He's not going to retire until he's like 118 years old. We got a bunch of other nerd stuff. And then some of us, both of us maybe, caught up on some Fargo. You caught up on some Echo. Hey, we got the premiere of True Detective. It's been like 18 years since True Detective. I don't know, since the last one.
I think I'm going to crack all the windows and doors and make it cold just how it looks on the because they're up in Alaska.
Put some ice on your sack and just watch it.
Damn. I saw my sack. Wow. Good one. I like it. Maybe.
Get the full experience. All right. What do you say?
For shit, I say, let's start the show. All right, we're back another week. How was your weekend, man? How was your week? Anything good? Anything good going on up there?
I watched the first 4 hours of Killers of the Flower Moon. So we still got like another couple hours and until we finish, but we're getting there. And so far, it is good. That's all I have to say. Like I want to see how it all goes and where it wraps up. I'm not going to review it yet, but so far, Killers of the Flower Moon is good.
Well, that's good to see, man. That's good to see. All right. Well, I've had an interesting weekend watching sports. All of my teams have just taken a shit. So it doesn't matter what sport you are. If I'm a fan of you, you're going to lose. Except, I mean, I have one more chance. Green Bay's up right now as we're recording. But, you know, other than that, man, Cruz Azul lost. The Warriors lost. Barcelona got destroyed by Real Madrid. So, yes, it's bleak. Like you said earlier, it's bleak. We'll see how this Green Bay game turns out.
Well, now you know my pain for the last like 25 years being a Charger fan. Ugh. Anyways, yeah.
I'm not going to touch that subject.
We're good. We've ground that thing into the dirt.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
We know the difference.
we know the outcome. All right. What do you say?
All right, man. Well, let's get into some trailers. What do you think?
Sir.
All right. First up, speaking of maybe not good trailers, talking about teaser, Long Legs. No date set or anything like that. No, it's really forgettable because I already forgot it.
I had to explain to you what this trailer was, and you added it. You're the one who added it to the list, and it's literally like a still frame of something that kind of either pushes in or pulls out, maybe on some legs or something, and then this movie's coming. Like, thanks, bro. And I had to like look it up and see like, oh, Nicolas Cage is one of the stars. Mm-hmm. Some kind of like found footage horror film. I don't know. It's all you, I think. When it comes out, you let me know. No idea what this is.
I'll let you know. All right. Well, we're just going to breeze on past that one. Yeah. And let's move towards Mother's Instinct, starring Jessica Chastain and the beautiful Anne Hathaway.
Thoughts?
I like it. I like it. I mean, I like seeing them on the screen. It's interesting. It's a psychological sad thriller, maybe. I would name that. Like they're neighbors and they're like best friends and they try to help each other get through each other's day, and then some tragic happened. One of the kids, Anne Hathaway's kid, has an accident, and Anne Hathaway kind of ends up blaming Jessica Chastain for not doing more or being there in a way. And she gets a little psycho, gets a little fatal attraction slash, I'm a eye for an eye kind of girl.
It's also a period piece, which is like even more like creepy.
Yeah.
Because you have this like 1950s housewives.
Yeah. All prim and proper.
Yeah.
Oh, you always got to be like dressed and clean and brushed and, not like nowadays. Sweatpants, fucking slides, and let's call it a day.
It says juicy on the butt.
Yeah.
Their sweats.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is not that film.
No, this is not that film.
Yeah. But yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know if I'm going to watch this. It looks too... No. It just looks heavy and more heavy. And then it kind of like one of those films and it just kind of ends. I'm like, do I want to watch someone go crazy for 2 hours? Like, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm hoping that there's more action than it's letting on to. Like, where she goes like full, loses it, and just like ends up tying her up and like, you should have been there. Now I'm going to fucking kill you. Like kind of thing,
Pulls a Mr. White from Reservoir Dogs, like ties her up to a chair, starts doing a little dance.
Yeah.
Just I have a feeling 1950s wives aren't going to be doing that. Good cast, but I'm good.
You never know.
I don't need to watch it. Anyways, Are you good?
I'm good. Keep in your pants, dude. Relax. Moving on. Okay. Creepy Corner. Here we go, man.
Yeah.
Abigail.
Yeah.
Looks cool. No,
I think it looks really cool. I think it looks super cool. I want to watch this, which is like a rare Creepy Corner approval from Under S. I was like, this looks interesting. It's got Melissa Barrera. We are fans.
Yeah.
It's got the directors Radio Silence, who did the last 2 Scream films. We are also fans.
There's a lot of things going for it.
The premise looks fun. And it's like, okay. And then there's a twist. And then like, everyone gonna die. Let's just watch how. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. You're gonna die.
Like, what order? I don't know. Let's find out. That's kind of it.
Yeah. But it looks cool. So I'm excited, to have something like different. It's kind of when kids are involved and like they're like the creepy ones, it has a little bit more of the Creepy Corner factor, so we'll see how it goes. I'm in.
It's got that run vibe.
Yeah.
I'm like, there you go. It looks cool.
Yeah, it'd be like, something's wrong with that kid. Don't touch it. Let's go.
Why the door's all locked?
Leave it. Leave that kid. We're like, oh, do you need help finding your dad? No, leave it alone. Let's go. Let's bounce.
What?
Like, he'll be all right. She'll be all right.
Why are they covered in blood? That's not their blood. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Too many questions. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go the opposite way of danger. Let's go the other way.
But April 19th in theaters.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah. Good for me. All right. What's the next one?
All right. The second trailer for Orion and the Dark. When I put this on here, I didn't remember what it was. I'm like, second trailer? I don't remember the first one. So I put it on here, and it's a children's animated film. And it's kind of like teaching kids how not to be afraid of the dark, I guess, would be the takeaway.
It's so weird that I'm curious if it actually is truly a children's film, because Charlie Kaufman, writer of some absolutely insane movies that are usually pretty awesome, is the writer of this. I'm like, what? I did not watch this trailer because I just want to watch the film. And I'm hoping there's going to be some twists and crazy stuff, because Charlie Kaufman is a madman and a great, you didn't watch the trailer, huh? Not this one. Watch the first one. So I'm like, I'm good.
Oh,
I think
I'm just
cool.
like, I mean, the premise, I think that I like the premise more than anything, but like the animation is a little bit like, I don't know. I don't want to say generic, but it's like a little a little basic.
Little 2D flat, little flat.
Yeah, but we'll see. It's kind of like those remember when those Beast Wars cartoons came out, and it's like it's almost there, but it's Transformers. It's gonna be cool.
Sure. All
it's
right.
kind of like that. It's almost there.
I'm gonna watch it. That's February on
Yeah,
Netflix. February
definitely gonna
2nd.
watch it.
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
Next up, Rick is back. Rick and Michonne, The Walking Dead, the ones who live. What the fuck is up with that name? I'm like, yo,
what was that name last
week?
Rick
is back.
Huh? What was it that you had a problem with the name last week? And you kept saying it over and over. Now I can't remember what you were saying.
Oh, see, you're old as fuck too. I got kids, so I have an excuse. You don't have an excuse. You're over there. I'm making my own macchiato or whatever. Your own espresso. Look at this with my little pinky up, taking fucking 30 minutes to make a coffee. We don't have time for that shit over here in the real world.
You're not even hydrated. You haven't been hydrated in like 6 years.
I know. Why is my pee orange? God, I forgot to drink water. God damn it. But Mr. Macchiato or espresso over there, yeah,
there
I don't
go.
remember that. I don't remember that what it was, but sounds like I would complain about some cheesy ass, lame ass title. But
anyways, what are your thoughts on this trailer? You used to watch Walking Dead. I did not.
I thought it was gonna be a movie, but I guess it's a miniseries. It's like 6 episodes, and so I was like, "Whoa, they're doing another show." I thought the whole point was just to do a movie, but man, if anything, like Rick and Michonne were my favorite, so you know, I stopped watching it before they left. So I mean, I couldn't understand why they would keep doing the show without them. So now that they're back, I don't know.
Money.
Yeah, money, but it's like because they still have other Walking Dead, so many spinoffs. You know, like there's one on AMC, I think, right now, The City of the Dead, or
there's like 2 or 3.
Yeah, so you know, Negan made it to New York. You know, and him and Lauren Compton. What's her character's name? I can't remember, but not Lauren Compton. Lauren something. Can't remember her name. But anyways, I'm gonna probably maybe check
Maggie?
it out.
Was
Maggie? Yeah,
him and Maggie. That's a trip. All right.
Yeah, they made it to New York, but who knows? I don't know, man. It's gonna have to be like bottom of the barrel, like nothing to watch, and then I'll check it out.
So it's not high on your list.
It's not really high on my list, no.
That's all you had to say, bro. I don't know what you were rambling about. Anyways,
I was weighing it out. I'm like,
a live stream of conscious.
Yeah, there you go.
I hope our listener enjoyed that because I sure as fuck didn't. Anyways,
props to you, sir. Today is like the sharpest you've been in since you came out of the tool shed.
That's good 2 macchiatos. 2 macchiatos will do it for you.
Yeah.
All right.
You got the time.
Some of us don't pee orange.
Yeah. Some of us are allowed to drink water. They're not busy. All right. 3 Body Problem is the next trailer on Netflix coming out March 21st.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
looks bananas.
Looks pretty damn cool. This is a book. It's based on a really famous book, I'm told. Yeah. And it's put together. This is like either the good thing or the bad thing. It's the dudes that ran Game of Thrones. And when they had a book to base it on, when they ran out of source material, so but they have a book to run this thing on, so hopefully it's good. And I gotta tell you, they spent some money on this show. Like Netflix said, "Hey, Game of Thrones guys, you like money?" And they're like, "Yes." You like sci-fi? And they said, "Sure, why not?" So it looks cool. It looks like a big, crazy, extravagant fucking thing. Yeah. Is it a film or is it a show?
I thought it was a miniseries.
It's got to be a miniseries. With that much money, Netflix isn't going to do. It's got to be a miniseries. Yeah. But that's in March 21st.
Looks dope, man. I'm excited.
Crazy sci-fi, questioning reality, all that good stuff.
Big
Man,
swings. I like it.
and they got some Game of Thrones cast members in there, so they're
Yeah.
bringing their folks with them.
Yeah.
All right, you good with
I'm
trailers?
in.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
good with trailers. All right. News and tidbits.
Yeah,
All right. Here we
some good
go.
ones.
Yeah, here we go. And you be the number one fan of Stranger Things. Season 5 starts filming. How do you
Yeah,
feel about that?
excited. I want to see them finally just close it out, man. It's been forever, and we keep waiting
Yeah.
longer and longer for the seasons. It's not going to air until next year, but they started
Yeah.
filming it finally, and they
Yeah.
said this is like the biggest. I mean, of course, it's going to be like the biggest show or the biggest scale for the show's ever had. Like it's just going to be a battle. Like every season kind of starts a little slow and builds up. I think this is going to hit the ground like
Yeah.
it's wartime, and like holy
Yeah.
shit. And
Yeah.
I'm excited. I want to see where they go. I want to see how it ends. I want to know who's going to live because I don't think everyone's going to make it out of this one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would hope not that I want anybody to die, but I mean, let's put some stakes into it, and make it count, and sometimes somebody needs to go to make it validate this shit,
I mean, they basically blinded and put a kid into a coma last season,
Yeah.
which is like, oh, heartbreaking. So we'll see what the outcome of that is. I'm excited. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. Looks promising.
Yes, please. All right. And next one.
The Mandalorian, Grogu, and movie set.
Yeah, they announced, I believe, the next Star Wars to hit theaters is going to be the Mandalorian film, which I didn't even know was on the horizon or was even on the fucking possibilities. They announced that Dave Filoni was going to have some kind of a film, and it was going to tie all of like the Mandalorian time and all those characters together. But then this came out of nowhere, and Jon Favreau is going to direct it. I'm like, oh shit! So I'm a little curious where that kind of, I don't know. I'm a little torn to like, after the third season, does this really need a movie?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's like fool's gold and be like, I know what we need, since the third season was like not that great or it had its missteps. Let's fix it with a movie, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if that's the progression. You know what I'm saying? Like the correct way to go about it. It sounds like some fucking Zack Snyder shit. Like, yeah, let's fucking do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Did we think about it? Did we plan it out?
Or like you have an employee at work that's underperforming and you're like, let's promote him. You're like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. You've been late to work fucking 10 days in a row. Here you go, buddy. You're assistant manager. I'm like, what?
But I don't know, fingers crossed. I really hope Favreau's good. He can make some really cool stuff. And if it's just, and I think each season has more than enough good stuff to make it good. They just kind of stretch it all out for a series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you just take all the good shit and shove it in like 2 hours, that's probably pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like my thing with Favreau though is like every time there's some expectation, it's like when he falls short, it seems like whenever there's no expectation and they're like, it just comes out of nowhere and you're like, oh shit, Jon Favreau directed that shit. And it's like, oh shit. And it's like, it blows up after the fact. You know what I'm saying? How many times did that happen? And then Iron Man 1, cool. Iron Man 2, not so cool. And then he had a series of fails, and then he came back with Chef, and you're like, oh shit, Chef was amazing. And then and then
if he has the time to do it, I mean, he does it on his way, it's usually pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But I think like Iron Man 2, they fucking rushed that immediately. It was like,
oh yeah,
they sped it way too far and fast into production. That shit was not ready story wise.
Yeah,
it suffered.
Yeah, we'll see, man. So, like I said, sometimes with expectations, man, comes a little short, and I think it comes down to like how many hands are in the pot. So hopefully they let him do his shit.
Hopefully, but all right. Next news here. This is a good one for someone I know.
Oh, I know, dude. I was excited when I put this on there because one, Alex Garland, man, I'm like so like anxious and excited about his next film, the Civil War movie.
Mm-hmm.
But And to have Garland write a movie for Danny Boyle, and it's going to be a sequel to 28. It's called 28 Years Later.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! Like 28 days later. I mean, and maybe some of the listeners know that movie kind of changed my perspective on the whole zombie thing. And it's like, it kind of like, it was a before and after. I'm like,
yeah,
before 28 days later, zombies done. After 28 days later,
they gotta eat.
I am scared. I got a phobia now. Thanks, guys. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what they do. It's been a while since I've been like, yay, Danny Boyle. I can't think of anything really recently.
He's had some misses, but
man, I'm always down to check it out. So I'm excited.
I'm super excited. I want to see what they cast, what they make it about. Is Cillian Murphy going to show back up again? What are they going to try to do for like what are they going to do with it? I'm curious. Like they got a lot of direction they can go to. They're going to get a bunch of money, and sky's the limit. Let's go. 28 weeks later. 28 years later. Sorry.
28 years later. Damn.
28
Is it going to be 28?
Later.
No, it's not going to be 28 years later.
No.
It's going to be at least 20 though.
But I mean, I like
when
it.
did the first one come out? 2004, 5?
That it was like 90, 99,
no, dude,
2000?
we went to watch it together.
Yeah, it was probably around 99, 2000.
No, it was after 2002.
You know what? We're gonna do some interneting right here, live. You're hearing that's fucking typing live, folks.
Okay,
28 days, 2002.
Boom. How you like that? How you like that slap on your face?
Yeah, I told you.
It.
Dude, I said 2002. No, I said 2002.
I said 2002.
Well, it's because I'm going to go back and edit it. I'm editing all that shit out. Anyways.
All right. There we go.
That sounds about right. Okay. Anyways, exciting.
Yes, very. All right. And guess what? We're going to cruise into some news from your boy, Tom Cruise.
Dude.
Not stopping.
Busy bee. The first big thing was, this is interesting, Tom Cruise has a deal now at Warner Brothers. Mm-hmm. I guess him and Paramount are kind of souring a little bit because how much The Last Mission Possible cost and how it underperformed financially at the box office and also wasn't that great. And so now Warner Brothers picked him up to like, he's going to shift, I guess, all his production offices and everything to Warner Brothers. And he's going to be like a permanent resident on like the Warner Brothers lot. And he's going to work with them in developing a bunch of new stuff and a bunch of new films that are supposed to be like franchisee and shit. And that leads to something they've been talking about for a long time now. The sequel to Edge of Tomorrow, because it was a Warner Brothers film. And now,
oh, was it?
So now I think they're going to fast track it now that he's working with them again. So it's like, holy shit.
Man, I hope they can recapture that magic because that was,
dude. If it's
like
not
you went to watch it, and you're like, damn.
If it's not better, or at least as good, or at least 80% as good as the first one, don't do it. Just don't do it, folks. Just let it go.
Yeah.
But don't tarnish it, But we'll see.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. But
I was just thinking of like all the cool shit from the first one. I'm like, damn, Bill Paxton, damn, like,
oh yeah.
And like the jumping, like the jumping from the thing and the beach landing and
the whole beach sequence is like, what?
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
It was amazing. And then interesting enough, like a day or two later, not to be like completely left in the dust, Paramount announces that they're working on a Top Gun 3. So everyone still has they want some of that cruise action. Like they don't want to overly commit, but they still want the cruise action. And
so how is that going to work if he signed a deal with Warner Brothers?
It's not exclusive. So he can see other people, but he's mostly focused on Warner Brothers.
He likes to get around, huh?
That's the cruise, baby.
Yeah, that's the cruise.
And he still has another film at Universal. I guess his outer space film that he's supposed to shoot in outer space, whenever that happens. Expect that in another year or two. That's going to be nuts.
Man. Hey, man, as long as it's better than Dead Reckoning 1. I don't know. Is that a mid bar, a sub bar? How high is that bar?
It's not that high.
Yeah.
It's kind of average.
I'm not asking for Fallout every time or Top Gun 2.
No. But it's got to be a little bit more.
A little bit below that, just like, hey, man.
You got to juice it up.
Ain't you, dog? You've done
Juice
it
it up.
1,000 times.
Juice it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Get on the sauce.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. But dude,
All right.
Tom Cruise is getting up there. I mean, his like shirtless. He can't do rock those
No,
scenes like
he
he
needs a
used
tank
to.
top. He needs a wife beater. He can't do beach volleyball no more, or beach football, or whatever the hell.
He can sit
that
there with
was.
the megaphone saying "Good job," from like the lifeguard tower or something.
Yeah.
But anyways, he still brings it.
They need to write
All
a
right.
scene where it's gonna be like he's gonna do it, and then he thinks about it, and then it's like nah, and then like Glenn Powell walks by and is like takes over.
Yeah, I guess those guys are all attached to the next Top Gun, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
This one's kind of interesting.
Yeah. We'll see, man. Marvel's on the ropes. I don't know if it's like Muhammad Ali playing rope-a-dope, just like pretending he's fucking hurt. But Marvel's not doing so great right now. So Zombie to be full TMA. I wonder if that just means that there's gonna be like, Walking Dead violence on there. Like
it's an animated thing.
Oh,
so it's attached to that What If kind of world.
Oh,
so it's kind of like an offshoot of the What If series, and it's going to be hard R, I guess, violent animated series. Where I don't know if you've ever read the Marvel Zombies books. They're really fun.
No, I didn't actually.
If zombies show up, like what happens, and like what happens when a zombie bites Spider-Man? You're like, oh shit, and like it's people having to react to all these little stories, and they just have like, what if Punisher was a zombie, or what if the Punisher was the only one left and he had to fucking take out all the other Marvel zombies, like shit like that. It's really fun.
Yeah,
it's
kind of funny. I'm like, I don't know if if you become a zombie, you can still be Spider-Man, like do Spider-Man shit. I don't know about that, but
you can if you're in the Marvel world. So yeah, but yeah, it looks fun, and it's going to be out I think later this year in hard R. So there you go. Cool.
So that's the next Marvel thing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
Next one.
One of your favorites, Nick Frost, set for a Dragon remake.
How to Train Your Dragon. They announced it like a while ago, which is like, really? But they're doing it.
Live action or animated?
Live action. So he is set to play
Hiccup.
Shut up.
I was gonna say, I'm like, he needs to go on a diet.
He plays the dad's friend who has like missing the arms and legs. Yeah, he plays the dad's friend. I can't believe I forget his name, but he's hilarious. So I'm like, I'm kind of like, this elevated the idea of a live action dragon. And apparently Gerard Butler is going to star as the dad.
Dang.
How wild is that?
Hey, I'm a big, like Gerard Butler to me is like my version of Van Damme back then. Or you know what I'm saying? He's like, just make it, bro. I'll watch it. Like,
he's gonna do some spinnies, and people gonna get hit in the head a lot. And you're like, all right.
Candelvar, go ahead. I don't know what the fuck it is. Make it. I'll watch it. Last Seen Alive, sure. I've seen Breakdown, but I'll watch you too. Go ahead, make whatever you want, Gerard Butler. I'm waiting on Den of Thieves 2, man. When am I gonna get Den of Thieves 2? That's it. That's a business.
Before a dragon, we'll see.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is, this is being directed by the same guy who directed the original animated films. So maybe it's good, but at the same time, but it's gonna be. Don't you want like a fresh type of a take or a voice or something? You don't want to. Is it just gonna be a live action remake? Literally, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out. I'll watch it because it's gonna be fun, and I love that whole trilogy. Like I've seen it so many times. Like it's fantastic.
Yeah. They get you each time. You don't think they're gonna get you. And the next thing you know, you're like, can I have a tissue, please?
So good.
I don't think maybe I seen the first one was Anita, but I don't think we watched the rest. Because she's like, oh, like the dragons, sometimes they get a little intense. So but we'll see. But yeah, man, that's the tear jerker numero 2. I don't know if I'm prepared for numero 2.
Yeah. I'm like, what? Anyways, moving on to this speaking of tear jerkers.
Yeah, man. How do you feel?
I am
okay. I think it's time to go. You like that? That was my Julia.
That was a Miss Piggy fucking impression. So don't even start. What he's referring to is,
Wow.
you like that? Anyways, HBO just canceled Julia after the second season, and I was like, "What? No, what?" At least they didn't like leave the second season on like a cliffhanger or anything. Like it totally stands on its own, like both seasons. And number one, I'm happy we got it. This is the show I didn't think we needed or whatever for whatever reason, and it showed up, and I was like, "This is fantastic." It's just a nice, good warm blanket of a show. It's so like character driven, and you're just like you don't realize all the messages behind it and all the characters. You're like, shit, I like this person. Shit, I get that. Shit, like workplace stuff, and it just hits in like all the right places, and it evolves around food. So I'm like, yes, yes, and it's such a well done, well acted show. It's fun, and it's gone, and I think it just didn't get the ratings that they needed for it to keep going for that. It's a period piece too, so I'm sure there's some money involved, and it seemed like the second season was a little bit smaller in scale because it is probably expensive. And HBO, they've been canceling shit right and left, and this just got canceled too. I think HBO only wants the fucking Last of Us or nothing. You know what I mean? I think that's like all they're going for these days.
Don't you want like super top mega hits?
Yeah, they just announced something else recently that got canceled. I'm like, like they're just axing. So
Yeah.
bummer, but hey, there's 2 seasons. Check them out. They're fantastic.
I wonder if my show is going to get canceled. I have a secret show on HBO.
With the clown show?
No, it's called Rap Shit. And it's got 2 seasons. I like it.
If it's cheap enough, we'll see.
I don't know.
I swear I read somewhere that if you go into a 3rd season, there's some kind of a deal that kicks in for residuals. Like everyone gets a little bit more. And that's why companies have to extra. Like, do we really want to give them any more money? They're like, no. And they just cancel shit for 2 seasons. Like, why do you see shit getting canceled for 2 seasons? Because the company wants to make more money on the shows. So there you go. I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that several places.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, yeah. It's just funny then, like Hacks had like the perfect ending and they're doing another one. So we'll see.
Remember? Yeah, that comes out March. March is the next season of Hacks. They just announced they're gonna premiere the first episode or 2 at South by Southwest Festival in Austin, I think in March. So right around then it's gonna start dropping. And I'm like, yes, fucking Hacks, yes. It better be good. It better be good.
We'll see. It's been on fire the whole time.
Yeah, fantastic. Ooh, and the lead young actress on Hacks shows up in an episode of Julia.
Yay. Never going to see it.
Totally different. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. You'll be sick on the couch. You'll flip your little blanket. You'll feel like a little sniffly. And you'll be like, I need to watch
something. It's time to make me some chicken noodle soup. Doop, doop, doop.
Yeah, that's exactly what you'll do. Both tears run down your face. Anyways, I think we're good for the news. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. All right. Moving on. What we watched.
Yeah.
We watched a couple of things, man. Pretty cool things, I think.
I think you're excited about one.
Yeah, man. I'm so in. The new season of True Detective started. And I watched the first episode and it's looking awesome. It's not, dude, I was like, I almost want to stop watching it and just binge watch that shit. Like, let some episodes build up. It was so good, bro. It was so good. It was like, man, Jodie Foster, like, when's the last time she made something bad? Like, she's a great actress. It's just like, she just needs to be in more stuff. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch that Naiad movie now just because I forgot, she's in it and I heard it's good. But yeah, bro, the cast is great. Like, they look like people that would live in Alaska, like, I mean, of course there's the locals, the native people that live there, but like even the cast of that, they look pretty beat to shit sometimes. I'm like, damn, and it was like, the whole thing, like the first episode, it basically starts like, oh, there's daylight, and then like, boom, no more daylight. It's all like, they're going to be in darkness for 30 days or whatever, how long it is. and now this crazy shit happened, and they got to figure it out.
I was fortunate enough to watch the first like 10 minutes or something of it last night, just because uh, pressed for time amongst things. But number one, it's gorgeous. Like they spend some money, they designed some stuff. The interior of that station that you get introduced to immediately.
Yeah,
I was like, this is fucking cool. Like I like the feel. I mean, it feels lived in, and like you're there, man. Like the town, which is just driving
yeah,
around the empty streets. You're like, oh,
yeah,
and like outside of a coal or as a mine, and you get to they're laying out the lay of the land, and the land is not happy, and you're like, oh
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Well, I listened to a podcast where they interviewed the director, and she wanted the lab to feel like the ship from Alien, and also like The Thing, like
Ooh,
so it has those vibes, you know what I'm saying? And it's
totally.
like isolation, and it's like somewhere foreign, because you go into the lab and that shit from inside, I'm like, they could have told me it was a spaceship. I'm like, that's a ship, that's a spaceship, and like, so the production design is there, the acting, the writing, like it's pretty cool. Like everybody has a relationship with somebody, and I like that they don't like hold your hands and explain everything away. You kind of like have to make up like, oh, this person maybe dated this, or you try to figure out who's with who, and try to guess like, oh, she did her dirty, or he did her or something. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, small
I
town.
just I just like that. You know, it's lived in, and there's like they lead on to like, Danvers, aka Jodie Foster, has issues with drunk drivers, and it's like, but they didn't tell you why. But you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you kind of start piecing the pieces together and stuff, and
Well,
you're
she
like,
has a
man, this
history with
is
this person too, and she's super pissed
yeah,
off, and not just at this person, but the situation in general. I'm like,
yeah.
ooh, like what's
And
going on here?
she was already hot, from dealing with her stepdaughter and stuff. But man, it just for an first episode, man, I couldn't be more excited.
I am super excited to get back into it, and I think as the show progresses on, we'll do some spoiler reviews for it because it's going to be a lot of fun. We're like, who's going to die? Who's doing
Yeah,
what? We could both take our wild guesses and both be completely wrong on what's
yeah,
going on. Because so far, I'm like, what is happening?
yeah,
Um, there was definitely a bunch of supernatural type elements there, like
yeah. I was not expecting that.
sprinkled in. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, are they going to go for full on supernatural, or are they just going to try to explain it away from like science? Like, oh, if you don't
yeah,
have sunlight for fucking 48 hours,
yeah,
you turn into a demon. And that's science. I have no idea. I have no idea.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, I'm
You get
excited to
an
keep
A
going.
plus for being a smart guy. You're a smart guy.
Ooh, shit! I'll take the A plus. Put that shit on my wall, refrigerator, everything. I can take a picture of my fucking A plus, frame it on the wall, sign it, get it notarized. Like this
Yeah,
is the
and
day Francisco
then
gave a stamp of approval. He's never gonna let him live it down.
yeah. Well, sarcasm, buddy. Take it
Yeah.
as you want. All
Anyways,
right. You want to move forward? Or you want me to break down the whole episode because I got it in my back pocket?
nah, I think we need to save that for more of a spoilery time.
Yeah. Or when you're finishing watching it. So
Oh yeah. Well, hopefully next week. Wait, when does it air? Sundays?
Sundays, yeah.
We're screwed. Might be like 2 weeks before we can catch up on like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
We'll see. Bastards. All right. Moving on to something else, shall we?
Yeah. Something else that we're super duper excited about. Fargo. One episode left, man.
Yeah. We're gonna get into spoilers, but not yet. Not yet. What are your thoughts so far on the season before the last episode airs?
It's a winner. It's a winner. It's I mean, you can have nitpicks, but at the same time, like, why? Just enjoy the fucking ride. I'm just enjoying the ride, and there's some questionable stuff that some of the characters do. You know what I'm saying? But overall, man, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, and some people are overacting a little bit, but I like it. I just like being in this world and stuff, and I had a lot of fun watching it.
Pretty much the same. I definitely had more nitpicks, but I think as after especially episode 9 kind of finished, I kind of like just gotta let those nitpicks go because this is like a different beast. I
Yeah.
had I had challenges that I'm like, there's not Fargo has like the quirkiness and like the craziness and unexpectedness. This really didn't have a lot of that. It had like a little bit, but like normally it's like way further out there. This is
Mm,
much more grounded crime
mhm,
tale, I guess you can call it. I'm not even sure. And
mhm.
it's a really there's not even a mystery associated with this at this point. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like through half the as soon as like episode just went, I mean halfway, you're like, all right, um, yeah, I think we should just get into some spoilers. But
Let's
so
do it.
far, I'm having a great time with this thing, and I'm
Yeah.
excited. And we're gonna have some predictions. All right, let's start in the spoiler clock. All right, listeners, fast forward 11 and a half minutes for Fargo spoilers.
Dang,
It's
that
a
was
lot of
11
fun.
and a half minutes.
11 and a half minutes, son. So yeah,
Wow.
fast forward, but it's still fun. All right, we are in Spoilerville for Fargo. Whew, let's try to keep it. We can talk for a long time on this, so let's not go too crazy. What are your top favorite moments?
I really like all the music, all the needle
It's
drops.
so different from the other ones.
Yeah. Um, I liked just just Dot kind of like figuring shit out on the fly, like moving through the house, and she's like she knows every nook and cranny, all these little pathways and things that move around, and then I like uh I like the interchange with Roy was great, man. Even though like the interaction with the stepdad, are you more Hitler in the bunker or Hitler in, like there's a bunch of little things, dude. Like the mother-in-law called the big dumb orange guy, like that kind of
Mhm.
shit. Like, and she was overdoing it, but again, just gotta let it go, have fun. um the sheriff or having the showdown with the FBI at the thing, at the gate. There was so many things that it just kept moving and stuff. And basically they set the table and like everybody's at the OK Corral doing a stare
Mhm.
down right now, and it's about to be blasting. I don't know if how much we're gonna get. Is it gonna be just like, you know 20-30 minute gunfight, or are we gonna get a gunfight at all? But I'm just like anticipating some big shit. Are they gonna bring the tank out?
They
You
didn't bring a
know,
tank for nothing.
but no, but Roy has a tank too. So tank versus tank.
Does he?
Remember?
I didn't see the tank.
Well, remember in the debate, they asked him like, "How do you justify having a tank?" And then
I thought he meant as a sheriff, like within the sheriff arsenal, which he does not have on his property. But we'll
yeah,
see. I don't know.
because remember,
Um,
like they kept using county funds to bring in more and more crazy fucking
weapons,
weapons.
and he was
Yeah,
selling them to the militias,
yeah,
and that
and
was the
then
problem. That would
yeah,
attracted the FBI. But
yeah.
let's see. I don't. I think we would have seen a tank already if he had a tank.
I don't
I
know,
don't
bro.
know.
There's a lot of little sheds. There's a lot of little buildings in that property.
I did not see this season going to like a fucking Waco style. Like what?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm like, but it makes sense for his character and all the people he surrounded himself with. I'm like, all
yeah,
right, have fun, fuckers. All right, FBI. But they have like 10 dudes. Like they have like a tank and like 10 dudes. Like I'm pretty sure they'd
yeah,
roll up with like at least 100. Like,
yeah. There was
ooh,
7 cars, 7 vehicles.
yeah. And
Yeah,
two of them were like sheriff and
yeah,
two FBI people who are not like prepared for any of this. And
yeah,
like, I didn't sign up for this shit. Dude, if I was rolling up on some Waco compound with like 2 cars of fucking soldier guys and there's like 19 cars of soldier guys on the other side, I would stop 100 yards shy of that front gate and rethink this. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's like you're bringing a knife to a gunfight. Like, we're okay. I gotta say that army general guy, he's got some confidence. Maybe he
yeah,
knows
yeah,
something. Maybe he's got some drones in his back pocket. Because I'm like,
yeah,
these guys are outnumbered just standing here. Like, what are you
yeah,
guys thinking? Like, I did like his thing. I want to see Two Faces. I want to see whatever Dot, and I want to see what's his name, Danish Graves. Right now, produce them, and we'll go away. If not, we're coming in.
What is that? A breakfast basket, breakfast pastry. Remember, that's the line Roy gave him and shit.
Man,
Danish
John Hamm is
grapes.
such a dick.
Yeah, he's so good at it.
One of my other favorite scenes was like, I was telling Christina when Danish Graves, that guy is such a character. He pulls up to like his fucking ranch, surrounded by militia guys. Like, I'm here to see Roy. I'm like, why are you on his private property?
Yeah.
What? And he goes and has to sit down in his office. I'm like, does he really think he's going to be like, I'm a lawyer? I'm like, dude, surrounded by dudes with assault rifles. It's not going to end well. And when Rose says, if you're so smart, why are you so dead? Some shit like that. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
dude, I told
No,
you.
because that fucker, hubris, bro. That motherfucker thought he was playing NBA Jam, and he's like, he's heating up. And he was about to just start shooting fireballs and making everything because everything had gone to plan. And then he's like, I got this shit. I'm Danish Graves. And then he was overconfident.
He's gonna
He fucked up.
out-talk some bullets. You know what I mean? Like, what's he gonna do? That plan though was really clever and funny. What they made the sheriff debate. I was like,
Yeah.
what is this? This is
He
hilarious.
punched the shit out of the reporter too, dude.
That scene was a very Fargo like scene. Like that was cool.
Yeah.
Like seeing that kind of like trippy, fucking cheeky.
Yeah.
Like, all right. And you're just laughing the whole time. We're like, oh shit. And you
And
can see this is.
I was gonna say our boy Gator is having a rough day.
That's an understatement.
And then John Hamm again being an asshole, bro. Who does he care about? His wife was laid out on the floor. He didn't even bother to check her vitals or anything like that. This guy, like, if there ever was a point to you, it's gone. And they just left him there. And he's like, Dad,
Everyone serves a purpose, and if they can't serve their purpose, then to him, then they're useless. And
yeah. Oh, you and Roy are friends or what?
That's
fucking you, Roy, and Agent Smith, huh?
That's
What's the purpose? Purposefully put that there.
Not a good dude.
Not a good dude.
The mysterious appearance of the Sin Eater. I don't even know what to call this dude at this point.
Munch, I think it's.
Yeah, I guess Munch, the Sin Eater. I think there was that scene where he was doing like his voodoo covered in blood. Looked like he was like in some other time, whatever. But I think that scene actually took place on Roy's ranch and that weird mine thing that you see for a second. I'm like, wait a minute.
The bunker or the huts or whatever they call it.
I was like, what is this? I'm sure those are going to come into play. But they left it on a cliffhanger, or not cliffhanger, but the small team going in to get Dot and led by our boy from New Girl.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going. All right. Anything else?
Hey, I'm happy for him that he's trying to take back some of his. I don't know, because he was emasculated pretty bad in that first episode, and like now he's like, hey, this girl saved me, this woman saved me when I was at not my best, and I'm here to try to do right by her.
It happened again at the hospital where he was like, "Are you okay?" And
yeah,
there's like 4 dudes about to pull on him. Like, jeez,
yeah,
these guys are nuts. But
yeah, super, super nuts. Who's gonna stay alive at the end? Let's do a couple predictions. Who do you think is gonna survive everything?
I hope Dot. Roy, I wonder if that Hitler thing comes into play and he ends up shooting himself. Like if that's a foreshadowing thing.
Yeah.
To Hitler, if he just goes into a bunker and shoots himself because he has a couple bunkers available.
Yeah. I don't think that's a satisfying ending for him because he's so evil and so bad that we need something really fucked up to happen to him. You know what I'm saying? To be like, yeah, he
goes into his bunker and there's a bear with a bunch of baby cubs and the bear attacks him and mauls him.
I don't know. I just want to be like Team America, like fuck yeah, just be like fuck yeah. That's the way you do it. So, and then Dot has to survive. I think like she's gone through so much. You know what I'm saying? And you had to like reunite her with Wayne and the daughter.
I think so. I think she deserves it at this point. Like she wasn't doing anything but like being a good mom. That was it. Yeah. She just wanted to be left alone. And that was it.
I wonder about Gator. Is Gator gonna make it? The sheriff gonna make it? I mean, the trooper. I can't remember his name. The guy from
New Girl.
from New Girl.
Um,
The FBI agents.
I'm giving him like a 50-50 at best. He does have a squad of dudes around him, but
Mm-hmm.
man, that is an unhappy place.
Yeah.
A side note to this, I got a little like not choked up, and I'm like, when the stepmom called her daughter, like, why are you doing
Yeah.
this? Why
No
are you
daughter
doing
of
this?
mine. Now get your shit together and be in the game or something like that, right?
I was like, shit. I
Yeah.
thought this season the mom was going to be like a big villain, but she's not. I was
Yeah.
surprised. I wasn't sure where the season was going to go. I'm like, this
Well, I
is
think they turned
cool.
when she saw the file. When she saw the file, she saw like the shit that Roy put her through and stuff that
And
was doing
when
to her.
the other sheriff's like, hey, she's been through hell and back, and she's a survivor. Like, how do you not respect that in the person who is like your daughter? Like now,
Yeah.
that she like opened her eyes and she's like, shit. She's totally right.
Mm.
I thought that
There's
was
something
really
about
cool.
her accent though that like makes me feel like she's overdoing it. You know what I'm
Oh, way
saying?
overdoing it. She's like just stepped out
No
of the
daughter
Hateful
of
Eight.
mine, like, no daughter of mine. I'm like, okay, lady.
Hmm.
But
But
everybody's doing great, man. That fucking
Gator,
YMCA song when the fucking
hmm,
guys came,
they
that
were
was
so
dope.
random.
Yeah.
The Gator's gonna be fine. He's gonna be suffer. I hope. You know what? I kind of hope Munch is just disappears and that's gone. We never see him again, and we just have no idea what that was all about. You know what I mean? That'd be
Yeah.
kind of cool if he just kind of faded into like the ethereal. Um, I haven't really noticed any connections with Fargo, the movie, or the other shows. Am I wrong? Because I didn't notice like anything. Like most of the shows have something, but
Uh-huh.
sometimes like season 3 didn't have a connection revealed until like the end of the season. So I was like,
Mm,
oh, okay. So we'll see if this has something. But this is the most
yeah.
modern show. So I
Yeah.
don't, we'll see. I don't know. I'm curious how kind of connection it has because I haven't seen anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't put that together either.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Can't wait till Wednesday. It's gonna be badass.
Yeah, Christina was like, when does it air? When's it air? We're like blocking off that time. Like
Yeah.
it's on. Very
Yeah.
exciting. All right, good to go.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All
Moving
right.
on.
Moving on. I watched a little show, literally, because only 5 episodes of Echo on Disney Plus. And
All right, give your thoughts, and actually we can't do spoilers because I haven't seen it yet.
yeah, I mean, I liked it the more it went on. The first episode was the longest, I think it was like 58 minutes. And half the fucking time I was like, what? 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 Like out loud saying, what? Like I don't know if it was trying to confuse me on purpose. Like part of it was like it was like an hour-long trailer. Like they were cutting the fucking episode. Like there's pieces missing. You could tell. Like, how are you here? Like there was no like storytelling. It was just like a abrupt cut from one thing to another, and you're like, what the fuck? And
So
then you
like,
just have to like go with it.
okay,
But each episode was better, and then pretty graphic. Disney did not hold its punches, and I like the Kingpin. D'Onofrio's pretty badass. Another really cool thing is that there was like a lot of cast members from Reservation Dogs
mm-hmm.
in this show, and they all did great. So shout out to them, and it's always good to have representation. And yeah, man, it was better than it should have been. After the first episode, I was like, oof, I don't know. But then I was like, it's only 5 episodes, so I'll finish it. And I did, and it just kept getting better. And at the end, I mean, I don't know where it's gonna go from here, and there's a stinger,
Yeah, I've heard about that already.
yeah, that I
All right,
forgot to watch.
all right. Let me ask: do you think I'll enjoy it?
Nah, you're a coward.
What?
You can't hang. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That first episode is fucking tough, and you're a
What if
quitter.
could I fast forward? Could I just go straight to episode 2?
I think so. I think so.
I don't think it's gonna be that deep of a fucking story.
No, it's not. It's not. And it's so funny because I was watching it, and tonight we'll walk in, and the girl would be doing sign language,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "Dad, what is she saying?" And then like I read the subtitles, and then you have to read to me every time, and I'm like, "Well, you need to go upstairs because you can't watch the show because pretty violent." She's like, did this like shock face, and B, I'll let you know when you can watch it when you're old enough. But yeah, she was like tripping out on the sign language. It was
That's
interesting.
cool.
Yeah.
Something else to learn. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, give it a shot, bro. Like, you quit things, dog.
I do. I have like no patience for certain things. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm out of here. But
Yeah. Too busy with all your kids.
The macchiatos, bro.
Making espressos. God forbid you can't make your espressos.
Keeps me going. Keeps me putting up with your dumb ass. All right.
El Dumbo.
So I'll try to watch it maybe in another week.
Yeah, check it out.
And we'll
try skipping the first episode. That was rough, bro. Or if you want to see a train wreck, watch it.
All right, I'll skip it and just tell you if I understand it as an experiment.
Yeah,
I have a feeling it's not.
You might get. I think they do a recap. What's the recap of the first episode? Maybe.
Oh, there you go. I'll just watch the recap of every episode and just go right to the last episode and see what happens.
There was like episode 3. I think has pretty cool action stuff.
Okay. And yeah, she's cool. I like her. So
yeah,
fingers crossed that I watch it. All right, I think we're good.
Sounds good.
All right.
It's a mild recommendation, it's like a middle of the list.
Middle. It sounds like a middle with not a lot of enthusiasm recommendation.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Shall we move on?
Yeah, man. New to the list.
What do we got?
We got a couple things here. Society of the Snow, Netflix movie. And it's a story about the 1972 team from Uruguay, and I don't know if they were rugby or soccer players. I want to say soccer players.
That was soccer.
Yeah, that crashed in the Andes Mountains, and there's already been a movie about it.
Yeah,
Alive.
Yeah,
and that was okay, but this one, I think it's in Spanish, and it's getting good reviews. So
I've heard the plane crash sequence is awesome, like crazy scary.
Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely check it out. So, Society of the Snow on Netflix. It's out already.
And you just Netflix. They spent some money, so it's going to be pretty good looking.
Yeah. Next up, I got Self-Reliance on Hulu. We watched that trailer. Remember that trailer for?
It looks like I showed Christina the trailer. I'm like, I think we got to watch this.
Yeah, and turns out Jake Johnson directed it, starring Jake Johnson and
too.
And Anna Kendrick, one of your favorites, if I remember correctly.
Miss Kendrick, she's hilarious. She's an underrated comedian.
Yeah. Dude, she was really good at Mr. Right. Do you remember that movie? Did you ever watch it?
Remind me.
It's with Sam Rockwell, and she's like,
oh, like, he's like, is he a hitman or something?
Yeah, he's like a hitman and stuff.
I don't think I watched it.
Yeah, okay, well, you should watch it. It's pretty fun. It's fun. It's like it has a hitman aspect, but it's quirky, funny, fun. It's light. So, it might be a successful movie night.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So I got that. Yeah, Self-Reliance. A man is asked to play a game of survival, like basically stay alive for was it like a day
30
or
days,
a week?
30 days.
30 days. Yeah.
And
so basically he's like, yeah.
But they cannot kill him unless he's alone. So he starts going to like all the public places that he can. He hires people to like never leave his side. And It looks pretty funny. I mean, it's a fucking absurd comedy, but it
Yeah.
looks dark and funny. And I think
Yeah.
he's going to meet Andrew Kendrick, who I think is also playing. I don't remember what the deal was, but
Mhm.
we'll find out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're going to watch it.
Yeah. It's already on Hulu, so check it out.
And the
Next
last
up,
one. The
yeah,
last one. Go ahead. Fire. This one looks cool.
yeah, ISS in theaters, 119. It's got an 81 on Rotten Tomatoes already.
Pretty good for this kind of movie.
Yeah, it's would you call it just straight up sci-fi or kind of like
No, this is like suspense, sci-fi suspense. If
yeah,
it's suspense, it's more like a whole bunch of people about to
thriller?
die in space.
Yeah,
Yeah, sci-fi thriller.
yeah. Put your clean chonies on because you're not gonna have any more. Because the whole world's gonna blow up. And it's pretty cool premise. Like they're on a space station, and it's like the Russian people and the American people, and then all of a sudden they don't know what's going on, but they start seeing these bombs from space going off on Earth, and they're like, "What?" And then like basically World War III happens, and they're on the space station, and they're both trying to secure the premises or whatever from each other.
Yeah, they both get, I think, the last orders from like their commanders are like kill the other team, take take control of the space station.
Yeah.
And at the same time, they're kind of buddies, and they're like they both have to like. There's like what 4-on-4, something like that. It's like
yeah, so 404.
Zero gravity.
Good, yeah. I like it. There's nobody on the bench. Hey, it's all systems go.
And I don't think they have any tools of murder, so they're gonna have to like figure out ways to like kill each other in zero gravity
without damaging their space, because they just can blow up. Like from watching like a lot of those disaster space movies, it's like those spaceships are really frail. There's like one little thing, and it's like they just shoom. Like how many times have we seen something where like it's a spaceship and some rocks, asteroids are going through or whatever, and it's just like it's like it just goes through the metal really fast. It's like paper out there, and it's just fucking and then it shreds into smithereens. So we'll see. Gotta be careful out there.
I think it's gonna be fun. But yeah, so that's January 19th. Be out by the time this episode is out, probably. There you go.
Damn, it's already the middle of January, bro. That's crazy.
Good. Some of us are doing dry January, and it ain't easy.
Oh man.
All right.
At least you got coffee.
Oh yeah. That's anyways.
All right, moving on to our world famous double feature. Oh yeah. Ready?
All right. Yeah.
We're gonna do, since we have, there's those storms all over the country.
Terrible.
And then we got some snow covered disasters in the movie Society of the Snow. True Detective is in the
Mostly
snow.
For True Detective was like the thing.
Yeah. Was it called Night Country?
Yeah.
True Detective Night Country. And I was like, man, are they going 30 days a night up here? But anyways, I digress. Our double feature is going to be snow movies. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You can go first. I've got two. I'm just being careful.
All right.
I'm so curious what you're going to. I mean, mine are pretty much in the same genre, but go ahead.
Oh, really? I'm going to go with The Gray with Liam Neeson. And it's directed by Joe Carnahan.
Solid film.
Yeah, man.
Solid cast.
Yeah, I was kind of like surprised it was that good when I watched it. I was like, because he was still riding the Taken wave,
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it's pretty good. It's like, it's not just wham bam, thank you, ma'am. It's kind of like pretty thoughtful film for a survival movie, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Dudes get stuck in the wilderness. Is the plane crash? I'm trying to remember what it was.
Yeah. The plane crashes, and it's like man versus wolf. Basically, after that,
they try to have to get back to civilization, and this group of dudes is being hunted by a pack of wolves. Essentially,
yeah.
You're like,
and then remember he tapes he tapes the glass to his knuckles or to his, and he's like, come on, put him up.
And
that was pretty hardcore.
They're not fighting wolves; they're fighting nature. Like, there's some crazy, like, we got to cross this river. Like, fuck that. It's fucking ice.
Yeah. So yeah, man, there you go. The Gray. Boom, I win again. Go ahead.
Wind River, motherfucker.
Wind River. That's a good one.
um, that's the first thing that came to mind, especially because I was thinking True Detective. Like Wind River
Uh,
is like right there, like a sister kind of project.
yeah, it is.
An extremely unhappy film. Extremely
Yeah.
unhappy. But man, it's good. Um, Murder mystery in the snow opens dark. It's dark. The film is dark, and
Yeah, it's not
but
happy.
it kind of has like a more satisfying ish ending. Because a lot of revenge needed to be taken, and it gets dished out. But man, high cost. But Jeremy Renner and Olsen, Elizabeth
Yeah.
Olsen. That was the first time I saw her in like a serious role. I'm like, she's good. Like
Yeah.
she's punching up. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
cool. So I was digging that. I don't know. Oh, Taylor Sheridan, one of his
Yeah.
first films, I guess.
Yeah.
Is a typical Taylor Sheridan. A lot of people are gonna die, and you never know
Yeah.
when and how. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah. You know what? Thinking back on that is that he writes some pretty strong women roles. He's always kind of like, has some badass women in his movies and
He's.
shows.
I think all of his characters are pretty thoughtful. He rarely
Yeah.
has a character who's just there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah. He
has
never
like
has a damsel in distress. You know what I'm saying? Or like a woman that needs to be rescued. Everything is kind of like,
all, all of,
even in Yellowstone, Beth is the daughter is fucking bananas, and she's like, she doesn't need help from nobody. I tell you that much.
all of his women that he writes are all packing heat, so they're all
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
but anyways, that's a great movie, man. I think I've seen that at least 5 times already. And
same at least. And every time at the end, I'm just like fuckers.
yeah,
But
and
yeah,
then I forget who comes out because they do like these flashbacks throughout the film or whatever,
mm-hmm.
and then you're like,
And
oh
then when he shows
shit,
up,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You're like,
pretty
damn.
dude.
I don't want to ruin it for
The
anybody that
amount of
hasn't seen it.
cameos that he's been in, like different shows will be unnamed. I'm like,
Yeah,
comes in, kills it, and leaves. We're like, damn.
yeah,
And they're always good roles.
yeah.
But anyways, my
That's
second
pretty
pick,
solid. The
yeah,
Gray and Wind River. That's good, dude. That's a
that is
good
an
double
unhappy
feature.
night. The other
Yeah.
one I was gonna go for was Die Hard 2. The whole thing takes place like in the snow.
Oof, I don't like that one. I don't like that hard too.
I didn't. It's compared to the first one, it's super weak. It takes like 45 minutes to get started. I mean, it's like
I don't know.
but as
Even
far
like
as
some
like,
of the special effects, action sequences, I rewatched it like recently,
mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oof, this does not make the cut, sir.
Oh, I haven't seen it in forever. I just remember it's in the
Yeah,
snow and there's a lot of fighting and there's some cool scenes and some cool ideas. But I just remember leaving the theater. I'm like, not the same. Not the same.
yeah. Remember that shootout where there's that walk escalator thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's it's better in your memory than it actually is, and like
Really?
what? Yeah,
It takes like 45 minutes to get to that scene. I'm like, why is
yeah.
this film going so slow?
And it's like the militant guys, the terrorists or military guys, and they released the general that was, and it's like, bro, so the dialogue is so bad, bro. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, and it's even for a Die Hard movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like definitely like the fourth worst. You know?
The premise is pretty like weak. It's a little the planes in the air thing is strong, but the
Yeah,
reasons is dumb.
yeah,
I'm like, all
yeah.
right.
Kind of like The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like the reasoning for, yeah, we're gonna hold you. We want money to pay for all the military guys that can't, but we're gonna be terrorists. I'm like, what? That doesn't really make sense. But okay, it's Rock.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
movie's still fucking awesome.
no, the
It's
movie's
Michael
awesome, but it's like
Michael
the
Bay, dude.
reasoning.
It's Michael Bay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Relax, Mia. I'm just saying.
Put your hands down. You're all right. All right, I think we're good.
I think we're good. We'll stick with Wind River and The Gray.
Yeah, for sure. Next week, I think we're gonna be bringing Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I told you I
have
watched.
my
Yeah, Yeah.
How about you practice your Leonardo impersonation, and I'll practice my Robert De Niro impersonation.
I already watched part of it. I can do it right now. It's like Sling Blade. He does like this song. I like money. There you go. I don't know. I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
Work on it. Yeah, work on it.
He has some like things in his jaw when he's like. Anyways, we'll talk about it.
Sounds good. All right.
Take it away.
Well, I think that's it, man. Unless you want to add anything else, any more bumble from you.
I'm good.
Well, that's our show. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe. Leave comments or recommendations. Tell our buddy Andres how Francisco picks the best movies, because I do. And let us know if we're missing anything. And once again, I'm Francisco.
And I'm Andres.
Have a great week. 2 nerds, 1 pod. Vámonos. Let's go. Put it on the list.